This is Jillian Superstar here on WHBC 96.3 HD3. And I am joined by the one and only Guapdad 4000.
What's happening?
So, you just released your newest song, right? Your newest single. How did you get Chance and Charlie Wilson on that song?
I think the better thing to ask is how honored they should be to be on a song with me. You know,
You are so humble.
Yeah, and that, it's cool to be that way because a lot of people aren't. I feel like artists come and do interviews and just say the cockiest shit of all time.
Right.
But I really try to.
But you're different.
Get you the source. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, Charlie Wilson is great. He basically an old version of me. Literally, like he hella funny, hella goofy, super talented, but just like ready to work. As soon as he got there, it was like game time. Like he telling jokes in between, but like he's singing the whole time.
So the text messages you posted on your Instagram, were those real?
Yes.
Were those really real?
If you ask anybody about my life, it wouldn't be that hard to believe.
Okay, but this is what I don't get, and this is why I think it's cap, right? Because you said you used to be a scammer, right? So you know all about finessing.
Yeah.
You know that, oops, sorry, about to get fired. You know dang well that you can't give no girl your Gucci pajamas and expect to get them back. Like, you know that. That's cap. That's how I know those text messages were not real.
Alright, so you want to know the truth behind it. So we had the foursome, and somebody stole something, but it wasn't all the way my pajamas. I knew I needed to roll out the song, so I said it was pajamas because we was all so drunk, and all those girls are so tightly knit in terms of like defending each other.
Gotcha.
So I knew she would go hard about the pajamas, like yeah, we stole them, but she never. There was no. It was.
So what did they steal?
Hoodies.
They stole hoodies. But you don't even let like your stuff leave it unlocked. Like you wanted it to be stolen.
No,
you
it was in my
stop.
room. I like fucking in my room at my house because I got a beautiful view on my veranda. It's right next to my fireplace.
But what I'm saying, you got strangers in your home. You're supposed to lock stuff up because you know how females are.
Yeah,
and you're a scammer, so you know this.
My house
so that's
like
what I'm
this,
saying.
though.
You wanted it to be stolen, so you could write a song.
I mean, I wouldn't say I wanted it to be, but it's definitely a lot of room for theft. Yes.
So you don't care.
No, I got to fuck 4 girls and write a song about it and be naked in the video with Chance the Rapper and Charlie Wilson.
Can we talk about that? So, were they with you when you were naked? Like they saw you butt naked?
Well, they both saw me, but the only person who was physically in my vicinity was Charlie. Chance don't really play that shit.
I'm surprised Charlie plays that.
Charlie is an old legend who also used to be
Agreed.
on drugs. So his tolerance for things is way different. He just like people living their life and being them individuals. He's not necessarily.
So y'all are both free spirited.
Yeah. Like Chance is more protective of his brand, and he's super rooted. I mean, Charlie is also super Christian too, but he's super rooted in the Lord. I have Christian-based beliefs. I was raised Catholic, Filipino, kind of like gotta be Catholic, but I do practice a certain amount of spirituality. Yes. Am I Christian by the book? No.
Yeah, having
look at the
forced
music
them. Yeah,
videos.
I'm sure. So why?
Big adultery on my side.
Why are you always naked or receiving? What's the proper word?
Fellatio.
Fellatio. Why are you always receiving fellatio or completely naked in a music video?
I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do.
I don't think that this is really you. Like I'm not falling for this. I don't think that you're really the scumbag of a person.
I'm not a scumbag at all.
You just told me you were a scumbag.
No, I said I wanted to partake in the activities of one. But I'm not a scumbag at all.
So when are you gonna settle down with like a nice girl who studies before midterms, you know, and doesn't party the day before?
When I feel like I need to, or when I meet one that makes the effort to get me to stop. Like if I did find a nice Howard girl who studies before midterms,
And didn't steal your stuff.
And didn't steal my clothes, which already would throw me off because as a scammer, theft is sexy to me. So I'd be like, okay, now we lose some points. But
All with you.
she would have to be making a substantial effort to get me, to coerce me to switch gears.
So you're saying, in the long run, no matter how great she is, you want a scammer.
Nuh-uh, don't be like that. But like, you gotta break the ice somehow. You know how like on first dates you're trying to
You
find
break the
common
ice
ground?
by stealing your stuff?
Do it.
Okay.
I'ma steal back. It's just when I steal, it's out the account.
Okay, so do you still scam now that like you're more established in your career, or have you slowed down?
No, I do not.
Right. Great answer. Great answer. Okay.
I started scamming out of necessity, to be honest. Both my parents went to jail, and I had this house in West Oakland that I had to pay the mortgage for. So that's where that came from. Like I had to get my little sister to school. I had to get her clothes. I had to pay my brother gas money for his car in the morning, you know. So it was different. I'm not
I'm
in that
loving
place.
the less scumbag side of you.
I told you I'm not a scumbag. I'm just nasty. And I came out here drunk from the bar, so it was like it's scumbag time in my mind. I definitely indulge in scumbag activities, yes. But in general, am I a scumbag? No.
Okay. So I watched your interview. What was it? The story time,
Mm-hmm.
and it was very poetic. The way that you talked about receiving Felicia.
Uh-huh.
Where do you get your vocabulary from? Do you read a lot?
I used to read encyclopedias.
Shut up.
Yeah.
For fun.
Mm-hmm. I've always been a big comic book fan and shit.
That makes
So
sense.
my
I can see that in you.
my pops would like hit licks, or they'd like go just steal hella shit, or occasionally he just, I don't know where he was getting it from, but he dropped me off boxes and crates of comics. Japanese, Chinese, American, whatever.
Nice.
I don't know, so I never knew where he was getting it from, but shout out to him for that. One day, he went and got me a box of shit, and it was all colored, like encyclopedias. So I started reading those, because I like to draw and shit too, so I would just mimic the drawings in the encyclopedia.
So you're creative all around.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
My grandma also then bought me like almanacs and shit too, after she seen me reading.
What is that?
There's different almanacs. Like there's a farmer's almanac, which is based on weather and agriculture. There's others like geological almanacs, bird almanacs, like different things like that. Yeah, I had a lot of.
So in your interview with XXL, you said that you used to dress up as a pimp, and that's how you got started into like the music life and rapping and stuff.
I feel
Tell
like
me more
that's
about that.
there's a missing connection. So I got an auntie who's really wild, really eccentric. She used to talk and rap about pimping all the time, and she had hella fur coats and big hats.
She really did it, or she just liked the lifestyle?
We from Oakland, all of us. I
Okay.
did probably both. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know Oakland was pimp.
Come to the town, baby.
I went, and it was whack. And y'all music was like, it's not better than LA. And the music was behind.
Oh no, okay, I forgot you from Compton. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Never mind.
I partied in Oakland, and
What
y'all
you
was
say?
playing like old music, but y'all was lit. And I was like, okay, like I mess with the people, but y'all are a little behind. So I rock with y'all, but it's like, you know, you're not better than Compton or LA. But continue,
See,
please.
I thought you was from DC, and then I was finna debate, but
But you
oh
know.
baby, you from LA.
Oh, baby.
I'm not even gonna take it there.
Okay, we won't even argue on the interview because I need to keep my job.
We wouldn't, because it'd just be me saying, even though we play old music, our old music set the trend for everything y'all made in the last 10 years.
Okay. I'll bite my tongue. You were telling me about your aunt who wears jackets.
Yeah,
She's a pimp.
Mhm.
Continue, please.
that's the type of music she made, so that was the influence.
Gotcha.
So that's where that came from. And she was encouraging us to rap and make songs and shoot music videos at her house and shit.
Is that who you lived with since both your parents were in jail?
This was earlier in my life. Both my parents was in and out of jail at that time, but they hadn't done any long stints yet. She was the first one of my relatives to like kind of get popping and move to LA. So when we would just go to LA to see my cousins, we would stay at her house.
So, tell me about getting too personal. Are your parents out of jail now?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't mind what they see? Maybe you like getting happy with 2 girls.
Well, they don't have no choice because I'm the golden child in the family. It's sit down or shut up.
That's how you talk to them too?
Hell no. I respect my parents, but on the real adult situation, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you bring it in the bed.
Exactly.
I feel you. So I also read that you get drunk and send your videos. I mean, not your videos, your songs.
Yeah. That's how every feature on my album really came about.
Do you think we might have a problem?
That's how I met Drake. I got drunk and sent him a DM followed by a song.
And then you scammed him.
That was later on in our timeline of our friendship.
And how's that relationship now?
Tight. I just talked to him the other day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though you scammed him, he's cool with that.
What's $40,000 to Drake?
You spent $40,000 off of Drake? Smiles. Okay. So you're very established. You're about to go on tour. You're about to drop your album. So this time next year, where do you hope to be?
I don't know. I've always been bad with projecting long-term specifics.
Why? I think that's good. You should write it out. Have like your goals.
Yeah, I got my general goals, but like this time next year, specifically, I don't know where I want to be because I barely know what I'm doing tomorrow. I just know that I want to keep on the course of where I'm at. I feel like my team helps me do a good job bringing the things I want to do to fruition. My whole thing is spontaneity. Like if I wake up and decide like, yo Rick, Rick's my radio guy. I'd be like, yo Rick, I want to like pop up with a falcon at all the radio stations and feed the bird, like little baby mice in front of all the DJs.
I can definitely see that.
I want to do that now that I said that out loud, and I bet Rick can help me make that happen. That's the type of person I am. So like, I don't super plan for specifics. I know I don't want to be back broke, and I don't want to go back to scamming. I like having a house with a view. I like being able to get free clothes. So I'm willing to do any of the work that I need to do to maintain this lifestyle and further. Yeah.
And I'm positive that you're gonna get it. Dear Vanessa and heart.
I
know you'll reach every goal that you want to reach.
It's like when it comes to goals and speaking, I used to really be a super fan on speaking shit into existence, right? Like that was my whole thing, was manifestation. And then I've recently hit a point where it's like I don't need to do that no more because I just became it. I don't say what I want anymore. I just am it. You know?
But you just said what you want, and I'm sure it's gonna happen now. So you
but like I don't like saying it out loud. I just be it. Like when I wanted to be a rapper, I wasn't saying I was finna be a rapper. I was just a rapper. You know? Like just become what you're trying to manifest, and it's there. You could pump destiny. You could pump the universe.
You think so?
Yes, because I did it. I'm doing it right now.
So I know you're a big cartoon fan, correct?
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it. I'm gonna give you like 2 options, and you're gonna tell me which one, okay?
Okay.
All right. We got 5. So first, Johnny Bravo or Dexter's Laboratory? The Laboratory.
I was a huge Dexter. As a show, Dexter's Lab was a better show because he had sub-cartoons within the cartoon.
True.
Because they had like the fake Justice League knockoff inside the cartoon. They had Monkey and the Duck and Mandark.
I didn't like how Johnny Bravo, like he never got
never got none of the hoes.
It was just like curve after curve after curve.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is not really going anywhere.
He was like Brock from Pokemon. But Johnny Bravo's story is cool because like he's a mama's boy.
I forgot about that.
He like love his mama, but he's such a womanizer. It's fun to watch.
But he's not really a womanizer because he don't be getting it.
Yeah, but he wants to be.
Okay.
That's how he approaches him. That's his whole jargon. But I actually want to get Johnny Bravo tatted because he was the first pretty boy cartoon.
So wait, which one? It was Dexter?
It was Dexter. Dexter's a better show, yes.
Okay. Number 2, Recess or Kids Next Door?
Kids Next Door.
Okay, that was easy.
Kids Next Door easy. My favorite number is 4. My favorite color is yellow.
Gotcha.
I love Kids Next Door. Recess was fire. I
pretty
still
boring.
call people Randall, like all the snitch niggas that I deal with, I call them Randalls.
It's Takashi.
He's a Randall.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey Arnold or Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Ooh.
I really worked on this. Like I made it difficult.
No, that's hard as hell. Both it. Damn it. They both made me cry.
I guess.
They both made me cry. I cried on the last episode of Ed, and Eddie where.
I didn't see it. Please don't ruin it.
You never seen it?
We'll just go ahead. It's been like 1,000 years.
I'm about to say, if you ain't, unless you're currently trying to rewatch it, I don't think
Just
it
go ahead.
matters.
It's fine.
Where he dealing with his parents and his big brother. The whole show, he talk about how he look up to his big brother, and his big brother is this, his big brother's that. And on the season finale, everybody's mad at the Ed boys. They chased them through the junkyard. Their girlfriends is even mad at him, trying to beat him up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he get to his big brother's trailer, and his big brother is a dick and embarrasses him and beats him up in front of all of his friends. And Ed just cries.
That makes me want to cry.
It's so emotional because that was the whole build up. It's everything that he ever fucked with. So that's why I like Ed and Eddie, but also Hey Arnold ain't never seen his parents.
He just made like 2 great shows. Very sad.
Cause they were sad. Hey Arnold never seen his parents, and he lived with his grandparents who ran a group home for estranged people. Like
You're like ruining it for me.
I mean,
I think we should just look
that's
at
what
it.
makes them good shows, though. I feel like it's the substance behind the plot for what we looked at as just episode to episode. Even if there was no continuity, there was always that environment, and I feel like that's what made them good shows. Like, but for Hey Arnold to have all these crazy friends, like a black best friend, he didn't really relate with what was going on with his family, but like he fucked with him because Hey Arnold was a nigga who learned to love everybody.
Yeah.
So I can't compare. I can't pick the better one of those two because they both too great.
I'm really happy that I was able to do that to you. Okay.
Nobody ever asked me that. I like that.
Okay. SpongeBob versus Powerpuff Girls.
SpongeBob is a legacy cartoon.
So Powerpuff Girls.
Powerpuff Girls is like a cult favorite, right? It is. I say if this was cinema, SpongeBob would be the bigger franchise and Powerpuff Girls would be.
But it doesn't matter whether it's a bigger
favorite.
franchise. It's just like what you connected with more.
That's
So
hard to
SpongeBob.
say because SpongeBob literally every year for the past 5 years, people have taken a screen cap from SpongeBob and made it a meme.
That's very true.
It's probably the most relatable thing visually for our generation, and it proves that because we can't stop memeing it. As if I haven't seen one Powerpuff Girls meme
I've
other than
seen a couple.
when somebody get like the shit beat out of them, and then it'd be like a Mojo Jojo reference.
But that's not their fault. Because I would choose SpongeBob. I guess.
You choose Powerpuff Girls?
I would choose SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. It's like, come on. They have more iconic moments.
Alright, last one. Cat Dog versus Rugrats.
Rugrats. I enjoyed Cat Dog. Cat Dog had some moments too, and they had some sad stuff. Like they didn't know their parents either.
How do you? I don't remember that. But maybe you connected with
Cat
that.
Dog was raised in the Himalayas by a Sasquatch and a talking frog.
Dog, how do you know all this?
He knows. They was raised in the Himalayas by a
shaking his head
Sasquatch
like,
and
yeah,
a talking
he
frog.
sees the truth.
But they also found them.
Found
They
what?
found Cat Dog. They didn't give birth to him.
Wait, Cat Dog, they were siblings? Obviously. It's a cartoon. Anything can happen. Hey, don't be judging me off the camera.
Yeah, it's different. Everybody, I feel like everybody thought it was like a cow and chicken thing, where like for some reason these humans just gave birth to like random things, but not.
That was me. I didn't know how they.
Yeah, they was raised in the Himalayas by a frog and a Sasquatch.
Thank you for educating me about this quiz,
You're welcome.
this questionnaire, and thank you for coming. I really enjoyed interviewing you. Thank you for watching here on WHBC 96.3 HD3. This is Guapdad 4000.